Full of teams from the Valley marched into regionals. Only one emerged. The Linton Miners traveled to Southridge and knocked off Clarksville in the morning before turning around and beating Perry Central in the regional championship. Semi-state is familiar territory for Linton football, but yesterday's win gave the Miners basketball squad their first regional championship since 1946. Speaking of those Miners, we're joined now in studio by Linton head coach Joey Hart. Coach, thanks for taking the time to join us, and an exciting time right now at Linton High School.
Yes, it is. It was a long day yesterday. We're exhausted, but also elated to still be playing. We look forward to next weekend, and the community's been very supportive. They really rallied behind us, and it's a lot of fun in Linton.
Its first regional title since 1946. That's not a misprint, Coach. Just talk about winning that big game yesterday.
Well, it's uncharted waters for us, but at the same time, we feel like, people talk about tradition. We put a lot of talent out there, and we feel like we'll put those players out there, and we'll put that team out there with the chemistry they have, the way they've played together, and the way they've been willing to defend and buy in, and we'll take our chances.
You talk about that talent. Everybody knows about Austin Carazia. Everybody knows about Des Fugers. But Jackson Bonert, Keith Folk, two other seniors, and Bryant Jackson, a junior, was huge in the two-game set yesterday.
Right. Like I said, Bryant was huge late. Huge plays to turn that game around. Jackson Bonert was big all day. He was in double figures in both games, giving us that third double-figure score. And then Keith Folk was just steady all day. I mean, he plays the point for us now and just does his job. And he's done everything we've asked him to do. Next
up is Speedway at Semi-State. What do we know about the Spark Plugs, Coach?
Very athletic. They really like to push the ball. They're about as hot as anyone right now. It'll be a test.
We saw Miner Country travel really well to Southridge. Do you expect some of the same going to Richmond this weekend?
I hope. I obviously, wish we would have been at Seymour. Wish we would have been at Greencastle or Terre Haute, but we're in the Semi-State, so we'll play wherever they send us.
Coach, what are some keys that you guys have to do to keep the ball rolling, keep playing well, and maybe punch a ticket to the state finals?
We have to do what we do. We take care of the ball and get shots. We're a good basketball team. It's nice for us because everybody has to pressure us. Everybody has to try to play us the same way. So every game in itself is a practice for us also.
Linton and Speedway coming up this Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll continue to follow the Miners all week as they get ready for arguably the biggest basketball game the school's seen since 1946, Coach.
Right. We've got to find a way. We've got to find a way to have one more point at about 2:30 on Saturday.
Thanks for joining us today, Coach. Once again, Linton head coach Joey Hart. That's a wrap for Sports News 10. We'll be right back.